Hey everybody, Unbelievably Camp Man back again here, talking to you on this lovely sunny day. My god, it's gorgeous out there. It's perfect weather for checking one's YouTube and email and so forth. So anyway, I was very keen to find out what the response was to my blog posting. So I logged in, and I saw I had an email, and I was surprised and quite pleased to find that there was an offer on enhancing sexual services, and I thought, how nice of them to do that, to contact me directly with that fabulous offer. So I'm going to check that out later. But I did see that there were some comments on my original posting, and so I went and read them, and I didn't like them. So I responded to them in the only way I knew how, which was not to respond whatsoever. But personally, I think it's going to be a wonderful day today because I just had some fabulous news, and I'm going to share it with you right now. Seems that this morning, a certain actor or actors who shall remain nameless or nameless flew into town, and they just came on in and they said, "We're here, honey, we're fabulous, and we're going to do what we're going to do." And that's all I can tell you. I know there's not much to go on, but I do have some personal news which I do want to share with you. I've been trying to get a waxing that lasts more than 3 days. Anyway, it turns out that there's this new pharmaceutical that you can get slightly under the counter, not completely under the counter, kind of surreptitiously about 1 millimeter underneath the counter. And this medication apparently will aggressively invade the follicles and kind of convince your hairs not to reappear there. And it's wonderful, I have to tell you. It's a breakthrough in medical science. And so far I haven't had any side effects whatsoever, so I mean, it's gotta be good. But, you know, waxing, it's a small part of my life. I don't think about it too much. I mean, obviously it fits within the greater context of being gorgeous. And I don't know if I've talked to you guys about being gorgeous as of yet. I think it's important. I don't think, you should get too hung up about it. I don't think it should be a crime to not be gorgeous. Not a punishable crime, anyway. I mean, this morning I woke up and I looked in the mirror and I went, "Oh my god! I cannot work with this. Get me to Botox," that kind of thing. I don't use Botox. But, the gorgeousness comes from within, obviously. From within the follicles. It kind of permeates out like that. Oh, and by the way, excesso fabulize is a word. Look it up on my MySpace page. So anyway, I want to talk to you today about English and grammar. That's right, I have a mind, and I like to use it. And I thought to myself the other day, I noticed that the word gorgeous, which I tend to think about quite a bit, is, if you take the kind of the root of the word, gorge, and you think about gorging yourself with pastries and creamy puffy things, and quite quickly you realize that the two ideas are mutually exclusive. It's very difficult to gorge yourself and remain gorgeous, and I don't care who you are, and I don't care how many pounds you think that you won't be packing on, because you're going to be burning fat at rest, because you have that super fabulous device at home that plugs into the wall, and then plugs into you, and then goes to work. I don't care how much you'd want to think that's going to help, it's just not going to work. You cannot be gorgeous and gorge yourself. Maybe you can gorge yourself on, other people. I wasn't born like this, by the way. I had to work very hard and very long for my gorgeousness and my fabulosity, and those things are things that I don't take for granted. And we edit it down, we make it fabulous. I mean, I'm only 60% fabulous, and the rest is editing. But that's okay. It's okay to be even just a snippet of fabulous. My god! Nicole Richie, I mean, she has like this much talent, and somehow, through some sort of Photoshop bicubic interpolation, they have raised that fabulousness in terms of her profile. And I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right to augment yourself with technology. And I don't care who you are. And I don't care who you think you are. And I don't care who other people think that you are. It's just not going to happen. So anyway, you might be wondering, how did I get to be so fabulous? And when I wasn't born that way. I was not born to fabulous parents. This is true. Yes, I did go to school at a fairly kind of burly kind of place, and they weren't much into drama and rugby, which is what I wanted to play. It's important to improve your mind, and for many people that's the first step. However, for me, the first step was dropping 30 pounds and getting a waxing. And oh, by the way, fake tan, when I grew up, was in a very rudimentary state. And I do recall a number of social engagements where I was just absolutely mortified because I turned up and I looked like some kind of cookie gone wrong, some kind of brownie baked. Not quite enough, but too much in some places. And it was very hard for me. And plus, the range of possible partners for me back then was a little limited. I did have a few dates with a couple of girls, and they were nice and everything. I think that they sussed me out pretty quickly. It was probably the right thing to offer them compliments, but telling them that they looked absolutely gorgeous and fabulous, darling, probably wasn't the right way to go about it. I probably should have acted a little cooler, and that might have avoided the altercation with the football players there. But anyway, that's another story, and I won't go there now. Oh my god, I cannot believe I forgot to tell you this. I have received the most exciting news of my life. This morning this letter came, and it says, "Dear Fabulously Camp Man, you have been pre-selected to appear in the 2009 series of Big Brother." Oh my god, is it getting any bigger than this? The show that I made part of my life for so many years now, it's come to me. And I guess they thought I was fabulous. I sent them a video application and basically pleading my case. And they listened. And they thought, this is the kind of guy we can have on set who's going to lighten the place up a bit. You know what I mean? He's going to add a bit of color. And I don't want to talk bad about any of the current contestants on the 2008 show. So I won't do that. But when 2009 comes around, well, that'll be my chance. Because I'll be there. You see, I'll be within the situation. So I'll be able to talk about the situation and the other people, and I'll be able to be real about it. Okay, I won't just be on some site somewhere going, oh, I like what Joey's doing, I don't like the fact he got his penis out and put it on that guy's shoulder. And, I think it's going to raise my profile quite considerably, if that's possible. But I just can't wait, I've been pre-selecting my wardrobe for days now, even though the letter arrived this morning. And it's going to be just so amazing that I can't put a foot wrong. You know what I mean? I've got to have, for however long I'm there, I've basically planned out the entire maximum length of my stay there in the Big Brother house. I cannot, of course, plan for whoever else turns up there. I don't know who else they're talking to. But I'm imagining that they're going to have a bitchy camp guy, that's me, and I imagine that they're probably going to have a pretty homophobic fella, Chet or Chuck or Chad or something like that, I'm not sure, although I think Chad can kind of go either way. And, of course, they'll have a slightly overweight lady. They haven't done that for a few years, but I hear they're being lobbied by some groups there. I don't want to talk about that. If you can't drop the pounds, then you shouldn't be making the sounds. So anyway, they'll probably have a really skinny, nerdy guy there as well, who can be the focus of the rage of the jock figure, and also the focus of the sympathy of the slightly overweight lady. So, I have a feeling that 2009 is going to be a wonderful year for Unbelievably Camp Man. I'm excited. I'm excited about how excited I am. I couldn't really sleep last night, so I got the bags on the eyes, honey. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I just had to tell you all. I had to forego the intensive self-fabulization ritual that I normally go through in the morning because I just couldn't wait to tell you all. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Next week I'll be broadcasting to you from glorious Miami, where I plan to work on a real tan. And it's going to be quite exciting because I will have a special guest, but can't tell you who it is yet, but I can assure you that he or she or it will be absolutely fabulistic. Sorry, I can't say will be mostly fabulous. Can I say that? Or absolutely wonderful. You can't put the two words together anymore. They'll sue your ass. So anyway, it'll be great anyway. So I'm sure you'll tune in. Okay, bye for now.